Hi, teacher candidates. This is Dr. Pena Florida, and today I'm going to show you how to add the TPE pages and subpages onto your Teaching Performance Expectations portfolio. Our first tutorial, I showed you how to create your Google Sites page alongside with your home page. The second tutorial, I walked you through creating your About Me page with your image, your information, and your field experience locations. And today, I'm going to share with you how to create your TPE page. So the first thing I want you to do is to hover and click on the link that says Pages, and it'll take you to your home and About Me. Hover, make sure that you're on the About Me so that it organizes things easier. So once you have the About Me, click on the bottom where it says New Page, and then write TPE. Click Done, and you have your TPE page. Double click on where it says Teacher TPE, and in its place, what you want to write is Teaching Performance Expectations. All right, so now let's add subpages to your TPE page. The way to do that is to hover your cursor over TPE, and then where there's those three vertical dots, click on it, and then click on Add Subpage. Type TPE1, click Done. And so now what you're going to see on your header, you'll see a TPE with a little drop-down feature, and then it'll say TPE1. Put your cursor over TPE1, and what you want to do is you're going to be adding the standard for each TPE. Your professor should have given you already the TPE standards numbers 1 through 7. TPE number 7 is for those of you getting your Adventist credential. That one is Faith and Learning. I don't have a copy of that right now, but you should have a copy of that. And where you see the top, let me make sure you can see it. It'll have the actual standard. And each TPE has different numbers of substandards within that standard. So for example, TPE 1 is focusing on engaging and supporting all students in learning. And there is substandard 1.1 all the way to 1.8, which is monitor student learning and adjust instruction while teaching so students continue to be actively engaged in the learning. So make sure you have this available and handy when you're creating your TPE, when you're filling in your TPE pages. But for now, all you need is just the standards for each TPE 1 through 7. So the first one for TPE 1 is titled Engaging and Supporting All Students in Learning. So hit enter. And what I like to do is change the text to a heading and then align center and then write engaging and supporting all students in learning. So that's TPE 1. And so for each TPE subpage, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be adding three things onto each page. So you're going to be adding the substandard, an artifact, and then answering 3 questions. What is this? A brief description of it. Why did I choose it? A brief rationale of why you chose that specific artifact to illustrate your understanding of that standard within the TPE standard. And then your third question, what did I learn? A brief synopsis of your learning. The final piece should look something like this. So if you notice, it's not very long. All right, let's get started. The easiest thing for you to do is to click on Insert and then scroll up, click Text Box, and then of course, whatever the standard is. For this case, I'm going to put TPE 1.2, which is maintain ongoing communication. What I like to do is to bold it so that it's clear. Okay, so now what you want to do is we need to create the artifact. The easiest way to do this, because what I'm showing you right now is you're creating a template for all of your TPEs. Um, so what I want for you to do is to create, scroll down to where you see placeholder. Click on placeholder, and then there should be a nice little placeholder underneath the TPE. What I like to do is make it wide so that it fills the whole screen. Should you decide to do that, you don't have to. It all just depends on what you want to do, but you can play around with this once you get the hang of Google Sites. And then, of course, it's now time to add what is this? Why did I choose it? What did I learn? And so what you want to do is click on text box again, and then add the following questions. Again, as you notice, what I like to do, I like to use different fonts and different headings so that it reads clearer. Looks like this. You can even change the color if you want to. It's up to you, but I like to. All right, let's say you're done. So you have your TPE1 completed. It's not completely filled in, but that's okay, because what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be copying and pasting this subpage so you have it all ready to go. Remember, for the artifact, when you choose your artifact, you can upload something. You can upload an image like that. You can make it bigger or smaller, however you see fit. If you have a Google document, you'd rather use a Google document, you can click on from Drive, and it'll ask you to fill out whatever, or to choose whatever you want to fill out, or whatever you want to choose, and then it'll take its place, and you'll see it right there. And then the same thing, you can make it bigger or you can make it smaller. Let's say you want to do. I wonder if it works this way. If you want to do Google Docs, I don't know if this will work. I'm trying it for the first time. Oh, if you choose any one of these down here, like Google Docs or Google Slides, it'll add your own. It'll add it below, and so feel free to erase it if you want to erase it. But for now, I want to have just a placeholder so you know exactly what you're supposed to fill in every time you create, you fill in, you head onto your Google Sites to add to your TPE. So let's make a copy of this TPE. So we'll have TPE1 all the way to TPE7. So go back to Pages, hover your cursor over where it says TPE1, where there's those 3 vertical dots, click on that. And then where you see duplicate page, duplicate the page, and then highlight copy of TPE1 and write TPE2. Hit done. And then you do the same thing. Right, hover over those 3 arrow, or the 3 dots, duplicate page, highlight TPE3. And don't worry about this. After we do this, after we get all of the 7 subpages, I'll show you how to change the names. But let's just keep doing the rest. So duplicate, write TPE4, hit done. And then what you see is that the template's already there for you, so you don't have to keep copying and adding insert new text boxes. It's already there for you. Let's do TPE5, TPE6, and then finally TPE7. If I'm going too fast, feel free to pause this video, and when you're ready, unpause, and then I'll show you how to change the headers for each of the subpages. Okay, so you are ready to add to change the names of the subheader of the subpages of under your TPE. So take your mouse and scroll over where the drop down feature is, and let's start with TPE 2. So change 1 to 2, and TPE 2 is titled Creating and Maintaining Effective Environments for Student Learning. When you're done with TPE 2, same thing. Hover, click on TPE 3, change it to TPE 3, and then TPE 3 is titled Understanding and Organizing Subject Matter for Student Learning. Double click or highlight the old standard, and then I'm just copying and pasting, but then write Understanding and Organizing Subject Matter for Student Learning. That's TPE 3. Hover again, let's go to TPE 4, change 1 to 4, and TPE 4 is titled, the standard is Planning Instruction and Designing Learning Experiences for All Students. And again, if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause this video every so often so that you can just follow along and then unpause when you're ready to move forward. So that's TPE 4. Let's now change TPE 5. So TPE 5, and TPE 5 is this one, Assessing Student Learning. TPE 6, TPE 6, the standard is titled Developing as a Professional Educator. And then finally, TPE 7 is titled Faith and Learning. So now you have all of your pages ready to go. And when you're ready to fill it out, you have your template and you can fill out the information as you progress and work through your portfolio. So what it will look like eventually when you're done, you'll have your homepage, your About Me, and then your TPE. And then you can hover and then get to all the different TPEs 1 through 7. And of course, it's blank right now, but as you complete it, you'll add your information. And this concludes this tutorial on how to add your TPE pages. Here's an example of what one looks like in its completed state. And we'll give you access to these exemplar texts so you can see what it looks like. Our next tutorial, our final tutorial actually, tutorial number 4, is going to be adding the subject-specific pages onto your Google Sites page, whether you're multiple subject or whether you're single subject. Okay, that's it. Bye.